Welcome back. We have spiritual mentor Ronny Hatchwell to talk about other dimensions, other realms, the esoteric, and all of these very popular words during this time. Yeah. So please define what this means, because most people hear it and they're like, what does that mean?
Well, the age of speaking about the brain and the mind are over. We're here to speak about the whole concept of the whole body. And there is an esoteric body, as it were, which is intact. It's the information that the universe holds anyway. It's our alignment with it. And when we're aligned body and soul with that, then everything is open.
What does that mean it's there? Like, is it literally like an energy field around us?
It's a magnetic energy field that lives within us. We came with it. It'll last after we've gone as a personality. It's infinite. It chooses each time to come into a personality. So at this point in time, I'm this personality. When I go to my grave, this whole personality will dissipate.
Why is it so important for people to kind of find this part of themselves? Like, this is part of paving the way for this massive ascension that we're going through globally, right?
Well, because we have to cleanse in order to come together again. And at the moment, everybody's in a survival mode. Everybody's still in the ego sense. Everybody's striving for themselves. And until we get out of ourselves and we do the cleansing, we can't come together as a one. But if we understand that the esoteric bodies are all one anyway, that gives us some sort of different understanding, and we should stop searching in the mind. We should start searching in the body.
So how do you explain it to people? I mean, like, listen, I've had my own experiences with it, with things that are kind of unexplained, mystical, spiritual, like feeling energies, and then, you know, the average everyday person might think that they're actually going nuts. But I myself have gone through it and experienced it to know that it's real. So, you know, what do you have to say, you know, about
Well,
that?
first of all, we see it in meditation. A lot of people haven't had out-of-body experiences, but they do meditate. And the place that, unfortunately, people are talking about are the alpha waves. The alpha waves actually allow the silence for the whole body to become one. And if the whole body isn't one, there's no state of being. The state of being is what radiates to the world. So if there's an argument still going on in the body, you're not going to be accurate. So we're not talking about the mind. The mind is something in time and space. It's not inside our body. The brain is in our body, but it's like flesh and blood. It'll go to the grave anyway. We can't measure mind, but it's there, and it's going to keep throwing thoughts at us based on our state of being. If I want to control the thoughts, I have to control my state of being first. And when I'm aligned and I'm in serenity and I'm in happiness, then everything meant to me on that level and on that wavelength is going to come to me. I don't have to work at it. I just have to choose my state of being.
And what is the, you know, for people that haven't, you know, that are not necessarily on a very conscious spiritual path, what is the reason, you know, for discovering this?
Well, they have to be at a point in their lives where they really want something different. Everybody has their rock bottom. I say don't reach rock bottom. Choose before, go to meditation, see how it feels like, surrender to it. A lot of people don't want to surrender to it because the ego is involved and say, oh, it's rubbish, you know, it's not going to work. But you don't know that before you've tried.
Try it, right.
Yeah.
Don't knock it before you try. Now, also people, I mean, I love these images that we've been able to call up. I mean, people, you know, are talking more about having kind of out-of-body experiences. I mean, I also myself had it, and I felt kind of like vortex stuff like a couple of years ago.
And you can't argue with that experience.
I couldn't argue with it. All I was able to do was document it because it didn't make any logical sense.
It's not logical because it's nothing of the mind.
But then how do you explain to people that think, okay, it doesn't make logical sense, so you can't talk about it because people think you're nuts, but they're not nuts.
Well, first of all, you have to let go, right? Well, yeah. Well, first of all, you have to let go of what, you know, whatever they say about you, whether, you know, it doesn't really matter.
That's the hardest thing to do.
Well, the point is you've had the experience, you know it. The rest is nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know. But we do want to bring people together, and the only way that can be done is through people choosing their own states of beings first.
Right.
They have to be responsible for that.
And once people do that, I mean, that's overall leading to, you know, the collective, right?
Absolutely.
So every person that goes there, you know,
individually, you inspire, and then, you know, like we said, the ripple effect, it's going to affect the rest of us.
All right, thanks, Ronny.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you in my esoteric body later for coffee.
Yeah.
All right.